It's a ball for Werribee for half forward. Dalhouse trying to put the pressure on. Geelong for the moment able to deal with that. Hofmann gathers. Tight kick towards the boundary, and here's Jai Clark.
Switches it back. Touch for him. Handball inside. George just gets rid of it in time. Inside to outside from the Cats. Hofmann's handball missed the target. Costello there to butter up again. It's picked up by Rance.
Halfback and send it out towards the wing, where Sheehan has a loose option over the top. Williams waits for the leads to come. Spots something he likes it.
Werribee players just need to get their hands on the football. They do this time through Lazaro. They get the clearance inside 50, but only momentarily. Lennox Hofmann takes a nice one-handed grab. And they spread, runs him down. He'll use Ayres again from left half back. Scrubby kick to the wings, going to come straight back via Hofmann. Hofmann by hand to the outside. Here's a chance for Herbert. Assesses his...
It's now called to play on. Where can Werribee clear? Oh, the Cats are so well set. Mark taken, intercepting by Hofmann.
And they defended the whole ground there too, Geelong. They had a lot of players on the open side where they were trying to switch the ball to, but still able to get the mark across half forward.
Lennox Hofmann long towards the goal square. Smith can't take the mark off hands. Geelong
towards the pocket. Jekka bounces off his head. Charlson handball inside. Tullio taken down. Taken high. Got into his move. Geelong 7-7-49. Werribee 1 behind. It's a 48-point margin on ABC Sport.
Hofmann brings the Cats back into play. Drive and kick up the wings. Stanley's the target.
Kwalmung gets rid of Stanley. The kick goes up and under. Won't be the required journey. Coming out to meet it was Hofmann. Took it like a rugby league fullback. Had to dish it off quickly. See Sport.
Killian Burke getting some work on the bench there for Geelong. Pike out of the ruck. Hand pass for Hofmann. Turn over Lazaro. Is he taken high? No free kick. It spills out. Ayres takes the mark from Kellett. A kick-in responsibility. Klivjeski hasn't had much to get involved in. Hofmann over the back. Brings it down. Here's Dalhouse. Feeds the hand pass back.
So many of those crafty smalls that we talked about being quiet early are suddenly getting involved in the game now for Werribee. Ball's in their hitting zone. Hughes will kick towards
Holmes, gets the hand pass to Herbert. A couple of goals in this quarter to the Irishman Burke. And now Hofmann across half back. A searching kick, which asks for Sheehan to try and run onto it. He gets a kind.
Play it big. Well done by Elliott there. Knew he was going to get crunched, but went through with it. Good boy.
Hoffman brings the Cats back into play. Out wide. It's marked by George. And had the situation under control.
Dishes it off to Driscoll. Now to Hofmann. A couple of the youngsters combining. Ayres with great courage. Went back and took the mark on the Williams. Did not flinch. Newton spears it down the line. Klajewski, can he get involved? Beaten that time by Hofmann. Costello, Driscoll.
It's out to Brew, gets it out of the congestion. Still the ball to be won though. Jai Clark one way, then the other for Geelong. Gets it back to Hofmann, composed. Works into the Irishman Burke, shows the footy, and then finds an avenue. Quick hand pass away. It's taken by Edmonds. Combines with Hofmann. Drives it inside 50. Rantel's gone forward. Beautiful crumbing from White. He fires towards goal.
What was going to happen there, Burke, and moved accordingly. He was the first to respond, first to react, and got to the ball.
Hoffmann draws Dalhouse. Hands it off to Hughes. He's called to go. Riding one-on-one. Tries to use a body on Williams. Here's Klajewski at the back. Riding then comes in, lays a tackle. One on Hoffmann. Bussettil tried to spin through at his leg.
Let him just sit in the back of the bench.
38 points the margin. 11-7-83. Werribee 6-9-45. So the Cats lead it. 15.5 gone final term. By Kobe George. He goes short and finds Pearce in VFL game number 2. Off to Hofmann. Has a bounce. Waits the kick but didn't hit it well. He was looking for Kelly. It was cut off by Pavlidis. He wants to step around Kelly. Forced onto the left. Kick inside 50 and they've got it covered. This is George again. And in Bell Park, he's been there since under 15s. He goes short. Back to Hofmann.
There'd have to be a statue of Jimmy Bartell at Bell Park, wouldn't there?
Geez, they've turned out some players, haven't they?
He's been pushing for it.
You might have to pay for it. Clark.
These days, in the back is effectively out of the game. Especially in those rundown type scenarios around stoppage.
Kelly back to Hofmann. Tries to chip it over the top. Driscoll had to wait a long time. Tom Brew wins it back for Werribee, but he has to just jam it onto his boot. Out towards half forward. Charlson tries to keep it alive. There's Holmes. Just decides to feed the hand pass away. Hofmann will switch inside the defensive 50.
In control as we hit the 26-minute mark of the final term. Port Melbourne by 5 points in the third term over Sydney, and Southport by 46 at half.